everyone, my name is Aline and welcome to Dear Aline. In today's quick video, I'm going to tell you what it was like for me to travel during this 2020 pandemic. I was on my way to Dubai. We are moving to Dubai. I'm making a separate video about that, so I won't take up too much time here. But I decided to stop in Bosnia because why not? It's on the way. It's not on the way. But I figured I'm gonna be flying anyways. Might as well go spend 2 weeks quarantining myself in a cute little cabin. And that's where I am, here in Bosnia. I did a different video if you want to see the cabin tour. Just look for that somewhere, okay? So now back to traveling during a pandemic. I'm making this video for anyone else who's considering traveling because I've seen a lot of travel bloggers traveling and they're like, oh, it's so easy, like it's not a big deal, just follow the rules and it's fine. And I was like, okay, I'll go to Bosnia on the way to Dubai. And girl, let me tell you, not easy. Extreme stress, massive stress. Now, this of course depends on your personality. If you are a super chill person and nothing throws you off, maybe you'll be fine. I am not a super chill person. I get stressed easily. So, without further ado, here's what happened. So of course I looked up the travel requirements for Bosnia and Herzegovina. And it said, you can come in, you don't need to quarantine, but you do need a PCR test that was taken within 48 hours of arriving. Sounds easy, right? Well, let's look for a minute at the map. Singapore is freaking far from Bosnia and Herzegovina. I had to stop in Dubai. I had an 8-hour layover. You go to the airport 3 hours early, and it takes 24 hours for a PCR test to get the results. So mathematically, it is impossible to get a test within 48 hours of arriving. Okay, so how much is a COVID test in Singapore? Well, if you are lucky, you can find one for around 200 Singapore dollars or 190. If you need it fast, like me, you have to go to the emergency room, and it is 360 Singapore dollars, which is around roughly 280, 300 US dollars. I'm not doing the math correctly. Google it yourself. That's a lot of money. I was like, oh my gosh, that's like more than my flight. I sucked it up and did it, but like, I don't know. If I knew it was gonna be that expensive, I probably wouldn't have bought the ticket and I probably would just not come. Holy shit, there is a cat. It's meowing. Come here. Come here. Guys, this is more important. I'm sorry. Oh my god, look. It is really precious. Look, there it is. Okay. Hello, I'm your friend from America. Oh my god, I'm in love with you. I almost bought cat food at the grocery store and then I said, Aline, that's silly. You're not going to see any cats. I shouldn't have bought it. I'm a fool. You're beautiful. Are you Chairman Meow reincarnated? Oh, little kitty. Come here, I love you. Hello. Don't worry. She'll be back. I can tell. Look, she's right there. She's like, her tail's flitting about. We'll continue. I'll lure her inside later. All right, so I took my very expensive COVID test. Hashtag I dealt with it. And then, long story short, I kept thinking I should cancel the trip. I shouldn't go. I'm just like constantly panicking because of all the COVID stuff, mainly because of the 48-hour thing. So, long story short, I go to the airport, I get there, I took my boyfriend with me because I knew I'd freak out if something went wrong. I'm going to the airport right now for my flight, and I'm full of panic. I don't like traveling in pandemics, but I also don't like being locked at home for months.
Everything you're doing is legal.
I know. Well, obviously it's legal. Where's Sarah? Why are you hiding behind my head? What do you think about this, Sarah? Why am I so panicked? You need it.
Let's go.
Where are we?
Taking you to the airport.
I'm at the airport.
Say goodbye to you.
Oh, that's sweet of you, sweetie.
In person.
In person, wow.
Wow.
Lots of brownie points. Okay, I am shocked at how many people are in this airport. This is just as busy as usual. What is going on? There's so many people. I'm so confused. I thought it was gonna be empty. I'm at the check-in desk and the Singapore, listen, Singapore is known for, they like rules and they like to follow them exactly. And so the Singapore people actually checked to see if my test was within 48 hours or whatever. And they were like doing the math and I was like, I don't even know how to do the math. I'm in Singapore, Bosnia is in Bosnia, the flight is 30 something hours. How do you even know when 48 hours is based on what time? I was literally like, had no clue how to calculate it. And they calculated it and they're like, your test is from September or October 29th. And I was like, no, it's from October 30th. And they were like, it says 29th. And then I was like, oh my God, the doctor's office put the 29th. And then I had a huge panic attack. Thank God Nasir was there. Otherwise, I would have flipped out. So, long story short, this is crazy. They were like, Aline, they didn't say my name. Lady, they said, lady, your test is 2 minutes within the deadline. 2 minutes. Now, I did not ask them if it was 2 minutes within 48 hours of arriving in Dubai or 48 hours within Bosnia, because I was like, there's no way it's within 48 hours of Bosnia, so please God, hope they're only checking Dubai. And my boyfriend started to be like, but isn't it? And then I was like, shh, not a word. Anyways, we got on the plane. And by we, I mean I, because he wasn't going, so he went home. So, I go into the airport, I get on the plane, no problems, not a lot of people. There's still people, but it's not crazy crowded, you know what I mean? But it was not super empty for a pandemic. So, then I get to Dubai. And in Dubai, the flight was amazing. It was Emirates. They're so nice. The flight attendants were nice. I had my whole own row. There was a family sitting behind me and in front of me, and they kept like passing stuff over my head. And I was like, this is an empty plane. Why don't you guys just sit next to each other? And there's a pandemic and you're like passing stuff over my head. So again, not a big deal, but if you are triggered easily, you would have been furious. But I just didn't say anything, and I said, please don't drop your corona droplets on me. Please don't drop your corona droplets. I got to Dubai, and I love you, Dubai, but girl, your airport was crowded AF, and there was no social distancing going on. And so I had to keep like walking really, really far away to get to corners of the airport with less people because I had an 8-hour layover. And the airport was full of people sleeping on the floor on benches. I'm guessing because there's a pandemic, so there's longer layovers, but it didn't make me feel clean and safe. Hey y'all, I'm in the airport. I have an 8-hour layover, so I'm just sitting here on the floor. There are a ton of people waiting. I think because there's so few flights, everyone has super long layovers. So there's like a lot of people like sleeping around the airport, like all huddled up together. So I found my own little corner. Also it was mostly men and mostly, I think, migrant workers. I don't know the correct title, but essentially people who leave their home country to go like do construction or like manual labor in other countries. So it was mostly, I think, these types of people who need to travel for work. I was scared. Also, they were staring at me a lot, which I didn't love. And could have been because I'm a girl and there was like practically 0 girls in the airport. It could have been because I was in a skeleton onesie. Also that. Nobody knows. Then once I got back on the flight in Dubai, again, I had my whole own row. The guy sitting in front of me knew Dear Lean and was Bosnian and was super nice and was like answering all my annoying questions about Bosnia. The flight attendants were nice. I slept excellently, just laying across my entire row. And then I arrived in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and I was so afraid. This was the moment I had been stressing about for months, was handing them my PCR test and seeing if I got there within 48 hours or if they'd send me back. I literally almost skipped my whole trip because this moment stressed me out so much. So here's what happened. I wait in line. It's going pretty quick, and I was like, damn, this line's moving fast. We are at a clip. And then I get up to the front, and it's a lady, and she's like, hello. And I was like, hello. And she's like, passport and test. So I give her my passport, and then I have like 7 different copies of my test. And I was like, what copy do I give her? Like the doctor's copy, the email copy. So I pulled out just the cover letter. Just the cover letter. It's not the actual test because the date was sooner. It said October 30th instead of October 29th or whatever. And I gave it to her and she's like, what does this say? And I was like, I read it out to her. I was like, oh, it says my COVID test is negative and I don't have any symptoms. And then she was like, okay. Just like, I knew Bosnia was chill, but I was still afraid. I was like, I think Bosnians are really laid back. I don't think they're gonna check that carefully if it was exactly 48 hours. But I was still so scared. And then I got there and I was like, geez, I panicked for like months for nothing. She literally was like, fine, thank you, bye-bye. And I was like, I like you, lady. I like you. And the funniest thing is I literally got a manicure with the Bosnian flag for this moment. Because I was like, okay, if they don't let me in the country, I'm gonna like slide them my passport with this so they see my manicure with their flag. And then they'll realize how committed I am to their country. And they'll love me. And then I forgot, because I was so panicked, I forgot to use my manicure. Wasted. It's not wasted, actually, I love it. So then I was in Bosnia. One of my friends from Instagram, a girl that messaged me who lives here, Ilma, she picked me up. Thank you, Ilma, for saving me from being alone, and took me to her house, and I slept there one night, and we had dinner, and then I took a train to my cabin where I'm gonna be alone for a week or two. And would I recommend traveling during Corona? I would not recommend it. Recommend means yes, do it. I don't think yes, do it. I think, can you do it? Yes. Can you do it pretty safely? Yes. Other than that family passing their snacks over my head and then waiting in the airport with all those freaking people. Other than those two moments, I felt very safe. Like, I'm not touching anything. I'm not touching anyone. I have my mask. I feel safe, you know? It's stressful. I don't know why the travel bloggers are all like, it's so easy. I just went to Turkey. I went to here. I went to Mexico. And I'm like, y'all make it look easy. Well, maybe it was easy for them and I was on struggle street by myself. But I just wanted to give you another perspective. If you are a panicky, stressed out person like me, don't fly somewhere 40 hours away with a 48-hour COVID test. Just go to countries that are closer to you. Nothing close to Singapore was open. I was trapped. All right, everyone, thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe, share, upload, download, whatever you're supposed to do at the end of videos. I'm also making a video about how I packed for this trip. I'm making a video about why we're moving to Dubai. And I'm making a video about another topic that I have already forgotten, so it must not be important. Oh, I remember! And then making a video about why I came here to Bosnia to be alone in this cabin. I have a reason that I have not revealed here! So, thanks for watching. I hope this made you feel more calm or more panicked about traveling during this pandemic. I hope it gave you a more realistic view of what it's like. Here's my amazing view. This is what I came to Bosnia for. To look at this gorgeous river, listen to the river sounds, and feel calmness in my life. Now I need to go find that cat. Thank you so much for watching. Adios, me gusta. Bienvenidos. Adios. La la la. Bye bye.